Welcome, welcome everyone.
Look at what a glorious day it is out here.
Can you show them the scenery?
Yeah, let's do it. Look at this.
I think we're getting the grass.
I mean, look at this. There we go.
I have beautiful sunsets
Your
up here.
your cinematographer is it to you about
Diet and exercise.
diet and exercise. It is on the tip of everybody's tongue. It is a multi-million-dollar industry, and you know what? Just like everybody else, people with disabilities have to be concerned with their diet and their activity level too.
Absolutely. And my son, I've tried to set those principles early in life, so it's become routine in his life.
And your son has Down syndrome, right?
Yes, right. So their metabolism doesn't work like ours.
Right, and many children with different disabilities have different metabolic needs. Like a child or an adult with cerebral palsy may have higher caloric needs if they have that tonic form of cerebral palsy, which causes them to burn so many more calories than a typical person would. So you're going to have to consult with your pediatrician, with your doctor, always before making any changes in your diet. But we're going to recommend some things, some suggestions that are universal and not very radical, like the importance of whole and clean food,
Right.
Rather than a processed item like a piece of bread.
Right.
Grab a whole food like a piece of fruit.
Yeah. What do they say? Shop the outside
Right,
of
the
the market.
outside of the market where you're getting the whole unprocessed foods, you're getting the whole meats, the whole dairy products, the whole fruits and vegetables.
Right.
And load that plate up with fruits and vegetables. And I can hear it now, but my child has sensory needs and they have a very limited diet. That can be very, very unhealthy, and it can lead to further delays in their development, especially for a child with those invisible disabilities like autism spectrum disorder and ADHD. It is for children like that, it's very, very important to do the best you can to keep their diet clean. I would ask your pediatrician for a referral to a nutritionist or consult. A lot of neighborhood health centers have a nutritionist on staff. There's millions and millions of suggestions for how to deal with a picky eater or how to help a child who has some food aversions or texture aversions.
Yeah, and occupational therapists can help with that. That's like when Nathan was transitioning from mushy food and trying to get him to eat real food. Like, he loved pears, so I would boil the pears and then cut them into cubes so he could get used to chopping on something that was a little thicker but still soft.
Right.
Yeah.
And pears are delicious anyways.
Yeah, so there's little tricks. So if your child has access to an occupational therapist, and you can always ask the pediatrician or the school for that.
Right, and they're always happy to make recommendations.
Yeah.
Or, do some research online. There's a lot of occupational therapists that have websites where they make recommendations for how to introduce foods to picky eaters or kids who might be sensory defensive. And one of those suggestions that I'm aware of is to introduce them to the food. Have them around, let them see it, let them smell it, let them touch it, let them experience it. And that takes a lot of the scary away.
Right.
And that was something else we were going to talk about. Having your children involved in the preparation of their food.
Yes.
Let
Making
them
their food,
help you
growing
cook.
their food.
Let them help you in the garden. We're big advocates of gardening and growing your own food, and
we'll do a whole separate video.
So
on
stay tuned for our next video, because
Yes.
we're going to talk about growing your own food and how it helps with people with disabilities with their diets and with
but remember to consult
connection.
with your pediatrician. We're not nutritionists or doctors, but we live in the world of special needs and see this stuff all the time. So there are things you can do, and consult with professionals in your area who can assist with that.
And which leads me to exercise and activity. It can help with mood, it can help with negative behaviors. So again, talk to your doctor, talk to your pediatrician, talk to your child's occupational or physical therapist if they have one, and see what kinds of activity levels they suggest for them.
Yeah, there was a doctor I knew whose son had a hard time settling down at school, and one thing they did was in the morning they had him run around the cul-de-sac before he went to school.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, which helped.
That's great, because that's something I recommend a lot to parents. Is like, your kid may be a morning run person, so just get up a little bit earlier and get some physical activity and help them set their day. Again, it helps with mood, it helps with negative behaviors, and it helps with just an overall health.
And settling them down. So, I'm Sherry. I'm a mother of a child with Down syndrome, and this is...
I'm Roberta. I'm a special education teacher. Together, we are bridge builders of diversity, bringing you educational videos. If there's something that you want to hear about, make sure you drop us a comment. We would love to hear from you, and we just love to talk about everything.
Comment down below. We'll answer your questions.
Absolutely.
Always be polite, though.
Please.
Thumbs up button, notification bell.
Yep, and
smash all those buttons.
Share it with your friends.
And we also did a TED Talk on disabilities. If anybody would like to see that, I'll put a link down below.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Until then,
all right.
Enjoy this beautiful sunset.
We will see you on the next video. Yeah, I get amazing sunsets.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Bye.
Bye, guys.